Hi there and welcome back. It's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello. If you're new, then welcome aboard, and if you are a returning subscriber, then it's always nice to have you back. Sorry about the dancing hands. No, the shadows. Yeah, I've had to have my light on. It's really quite dark. So I've had a bit of a boo-boo. I had nearly filmed all of this, and then I looked up and it said that my camera had overheated and it hadn't taped any of it. So I've actually nearly made the tag up, but I'm just gonna start it as if that hasn't happened, and then I'll go back to that kind of thing. So today we are doing the June tag. So I'll just have a flip through what we've done so far. So if this is the first time that you've caught this, I've been making myself a tag booklet, and at the end of each month, and just having, you know, a bit of a look back at the month. It kind of helps me put things in perspective. I think when you're having a bad day or a bad week, that's all you can kind of focus on sometimes. But I think if you look back at something, you know, the whole of something, it normally isn't as bad as you know, a day, a week type thing. So it just helps me put things into perspective. So yes, we're on the 1st of July. So we're going to start by having a look at the book. Let me just mention as well, if you've not caught my birthday video, I am going to be making one of these as a prize. So it's a birthday giveaway. It's going to be my 50th birthday on July the 25th. And it was kind of, you send me a tag. I'll link the video, so if you're interested you can find out all about it, and then all the names from people who sent the tags, I'll pick one at random, and you'll win your own 12-month Edith Holden tag book. So let's start. Let's start at June. So obviously now one of the pages is missing because I've used it. So here we are. We'll start at June, and we'll just have, there's more than one page missing. I haven't got another copy either, so I couldn't even pretend that I'd not ripped one out. So here we are, starting in June. Beautiful picture. And I've seen lots of baby birds on the garden. We have got, well, I don't know if they're actually on the garden, but we've definitely got 3 visiting families at the moment. We've got a blackbird family, some sparrows, and some beautiful goldfinches. And they keep coming to the feeders. So, got a nice text page here. I always love using the text. So, I've got this beautiful page here with these pretty flowers and lots of butterflies. I took the top off because I wanted the June to stick on the tag. Then lovely writing. Then we've got this beautiful one with the oxeye daisies and some butterflies, the orange tip butterflies, and then we've got the clover and some grasses. It's a really beautiful picture. And we've got some nice greenery, and if I remember right, the dog rose and honeysuckle was here, so it would have gone like so, and then that, and then onto that one. And then we've got the beautiful irises and a dragonfly, and then we've got a little one here. And I didn't realise, I said the first time round, oh, there's a forget-me-not, but it's actually water forget-me-not. I didn't realise that there was a water forget-me-not. I'll have to look into that for the pond. Then we've got the beautiful iconic foxglove. Absolutely stunning. My foxgloves are getting towards the end now. which is a shame because they're so beautiful. And then I really like this one. Lots of dragonflies. I'm not sure what flowers they are. Don't know. And then we go on to July. Excuse me. So that's June, and then these are the tags that I've been using. So when I first started, I made myself 12 of these up, and all I did was drew around a large tag, and I'd folded the paper, drew around it, and then cut it out, so it ended up being 2 tags. And then I got a piece of acetate, drew around the tag, and then just went around it in a Sharpie pen, so I can use this as a nice template to see you know, where's the best to get the most from the picture. Because, you know, looking at it, you think, oh yeah, I'll be able to get that in, and then when you actually look at it, it's like, well, you can get it in, but you're going to end up with a little bit of beak here. If you pull it this way, you're going to miss some of the beak, and you're going to get this a bit of writing there. So I find it very, very useful. So we went along and looked at what pictures we would use. This was one of the possibilities. I thought that fitted in really nice, and I've got 2 of the butterflies in, and then some of the flowers, so that was a big contender. And so was this one. I think I was gonna have it like that. That would have been really nice. Then again, both of these would have fitted in. Yeah, you'd have ended up with that stalk. Or that one. Then we went on to the dog roses and the honeysuckle. This side would have been a bit tricky. The other side, there was flowers, I think, all the way down here. And that just really fitted nicely. But then we went on to have a look at this, and this would have been lovely too. And the irises was a bit funny. You couldn't really get a good one on that. And I think, oh, and same with the foxglove. I feel like you'd have, you know, you want to got the best out of it. So we did settle on this one. Absolutely beautiful. And I left, I cut it so there was quite a bit of, you know, plain here. And then I just ripped the June out. And then we just started talking about the month as a whole. So a lot of you will know that we was planning on going on holiday, and it had been cancelled from the year before. We'd booked it to go at the beginning of June, and yeah, obviously we was in lockdown, so that didn't happen. And we, at that point, we hadn't been on holiday for, I think, 3 years, with me going, you know, virtually part-time from full-time and stuff. We obviously had to make financial sacrifices, so we couldn't afford to go on holiday. But yeah, I managed to save up and book for last year, and then it was cancelled and moved to this year. And yeah, it's been iffy if we was going or not, because the restrictions were still happening. I think they lifted them about 2 weeks or something before we went. So I kind of didn't think about it until we got really close to it, because it was still looking as if might not go. And then 2 weeks before, it was like, yeah, definitely going to be going. I had my COVID jab, and I'd been back at work for 4 weeks, and I started to feel extremely tired, you know, all over body fatigue. And I kind of hit that wall, and then I went for my jab, and it totally knocked me off my feet for nearly 2 weeks. I think about 10 days it was. And the first few days I was in extreme pain. So again, it was looking like this holiday's not going to happen. So after 10 days, I started to feel a little bit better. I was still quite badly fatigued, but yeah, I could do like a little bit at a time and then rest. So I started packing. Obviously, I've not cleaned the house or anything, and I thought, oof, it needs, you know, a quick hoover and wipe round type thing. And then I went to lift the hoover up, and I twisted my back funny, which was the actual night before we was due to go. So yeah, I was thinking this really might not happen. And the day of the holiday, I could hardly get out of bed. It took me about 2 hours to be able to sit up, get out of bed and into my chair and put some clothes on. So, yeah, luckily, you know, Ryan filled all the car. I said, let's, you know, carry on as if we are going, because we'd been given quite a tight arrival time, because they wanted people to arrive at staggered times, so there wasn't too many people turning up all at the same time. So yeah, it was a tight schedule, and it takes, you know, about 4 hours to get there. So I said, you know, we'll carry on as if we're going. I kept thinking to myself, I don't think I'm going to be able to get myself down these stairs. Anyway, I managed to get down the stairs and into the car. Oh, getting into the car was an absolute nightmare, because it's lower back pain, so it was all in my hips and at the top of my legs. And yeah, just to lift my leg up and bend at the same time to get into the car, it was so painful. And I think it took me about 20 minutes to get in the car. It was funny, actually, when we came back from the holiday, a few days later, I think we'd been shopping or something, and when we got out of the car, a neighbour shouted over, and he said, I didn't think you was going to get in the car last week. And obviously I didn't realise that there was people out on the street at the time, because yeah, I was more concerned about getting into the car. And he said, like, you looked absolutely shocked. And he said, I really did. He said, I couldn't believe how long it took you to get down your steps. Because we've got about 5 steps. Because, you know, he's somebody who I say morning to on the way to work and and things. So, yeah. So anyway, we went, we had a lovely holiday, did spend part of it in bed, but having a condition, a lot of the times I'll go somewhere and I have to spend a certain amount of time in bed. And, you know, I'm fine with that. For me, it was just about not being in the house. You know, we'd all been locked up really for 18 months. And yeah, it was just about a change of scenery, and it was a beautiful caravan, and we had a lovely sea view from the front room window in the caravan. So I had 2 really nice days out with Eleanor. Ryan went every day and took Colin up the moors and things, and we had a couple of days, me and Eleanor, where we went for a meal, and we went swimming, and we went in the arcades and things, and you know, there was proper full days. So yeah, I felt as if I'd had a holiday. So that happened. So that was you know, are we, aren't we? So yeah, I just felt as if I was totally, you know, well, we was all totally destined not to be going on holiday. And yeah, I just wrote, you know, the sea view and the swimming as kind of prompts to remind me. And it was really magical having the sea view. Yeah, there was one day in the morning where it was really, really foggy, and the sea looked, it was magical. And when it was a really sunny day, the sea looked amazing. And swimming, when we went swimming in the swimming pool, not in the sea, yeah, we had quite a giggle. It was really fun. Not been swimming with Eleanor for a long, long time. And yeah, we had some real fun. So last weekend, so the weekend of the 26th, 27th of June, I had my oldest granddaughter to stay, which was absolutely fab. She'd not stayed for over a year with the restrictions, and yeah, I'd not seen her since, I'm thinking, probably a week before Christmas or something, when I just nipped in with presents and things like that. But yeah, I'd not been in their house for, oh, you know, 18 months. So yeah, it was so nice to have. I felt a bit rotten because obviously they didn't cry, the other grandchildren, but I did feel a bit rotten, obviously, just taking one. But to be quite honest, I can only manage one at a time. You know, the little people, and they've got a lot to say. They've got a lot of questions, and you know, they're full on, aren't they? Children, you know, smaller children. So I have to have them one at a time. And I think because, you know, there's 4 of them now, and I think I was an only child, and I think it's nice to have that individual attention as well. So yeah, she stayed the Saturday night, and I'd worked on the Friday, and I've only been back at work again a couple of weeks. And I've only been doing my Friday shift because I really don't feel like I can be doing the 2 at the moment, because my back's still really niggly. So yeah, when I got home from work Friday night, oh, my legs felt as if they was going to absolutely explode. So I still didn't feel great on the Saturday, but I felt well enough, you know, to still have her. So when we picked her up, we didn't pick her up till like tea time, and my daughter had already, you know, showered her, and she was in her pyjamas and what have you. And she had a tea, but Eleanor hadn't had hers because she'd stayed at a friend's Friday after school. And oh, I've lost my train of thought. So we picked Eleanor up before we picked Abby up, and I said to them, you know, do you need to eat? So I did them some pizza, and I'd asked what her favourite things food wise was, and I said to her, what's your favourite, you know, dinner, drink, chocolate and breakfast? So she got simple demands. It was pizza, crunchy bars, apple juice and cornflakes. So yeah, I made sure I'd got those in, and she had a pizza and an apple juice, and then they just went and played in Eleanor's room on the PlayStation. They was playing Minecraft, and I actually went to bed because I wanted to get myself right, so we could go into town on the Sunday, because I wanted her to pick her own birthday presents. And we had an absolutely lovely time. It was lovely seeing her looking at things and, you know, deciding what she wanted. And I don't know if you have these shops everywhere, but it's a shop called Smiggle. Oh my goodness. I can remember Eleanor, I took her about twice when she was little. It's a very, very ridiculously expensive place. Most things haven't even got a price ticket on. So yeah, you get a lovely surprise when you go to the till. Yeah, it's totally overpriced, but children love them because they're so cute and lovely. And so anyway, she chose this unicorn lunch bag. It got like two departments in apartments, two apartments. I can't think what the word is. Yeah. Anyway, two sections in it. And it was like a pale blue with these white unicorns on, really very pretty. And then she had the matching drinks bottle, and then there was like a hard pencil case, not as quite as big as that, this kind of size, and it had got a zip, and that had got two compartments two compartments in for your pencils and things. And then she had this other pencil case, which, oh, that was amazing. I think Eleanor had one of those as well at one point. It was, this kind of size. And you pressed a button and the lid flipped up. You pressed another button and the calculator flipped down. And, you pressed something else and your pencil sharpener. And it had got, like, magnetic closes. And, oh, yeah, brilliant. We just stood there for ages, opening and closing it. Then she had some scented pencils and some glitter pens and a notebook and stuff. Yeah, expensive day out. But she was she's seen this other notebook before, which I did want to go back and fetch. It was it was bigger than this, and it was all fluffy, and it had got a unicorn on it. And inside the paper, it was like stark white with these blue lines, and then this rainbow in the corner. It was beautiful paper, but it was a beautiful notebook. And we'd seen that first, and she'd said, oh, I like that, Nonna. And I said, right. I said, well, remember that then, because I said, we'll go around, a certain amount of shops and make us mind up, what you want. Anyway, when we went to Smuggle Shop and she chose everything, I said, do you want to go back for that notebook? And she went, no, Nonna, I think I've got enough. And I thought, oh my goodness, oh, how adorable. I'd have been like, no, let's go back. But yeah, it was in the opposite direction, and I thought I wanted to get it just because she said no, she'd had too much, kind of thing. So sweet. Yeah, and then we went to this diner. It's called Owl's Diner. And I've took Eleanor quite a few times when we've gone into Nottingham, and it plays like rock and roll music, and it's got like a jukebox in there, and it's all red and black and white, leather, seating and stuff. And they do these massive milkshakes in, the tin thing with a handle on, the things what you actually put in the machine and then you drink out of it. And they've got a brilliant drinks machine. You get this like bottomless glass and you fill it up as many times as you want, and they've got like strawberry Coke and vanilla Coke and all these different tangos, and I love it. Eleanor had an Oreo milkshake. I have a bottomless drink. And yeah, so we did that. I don't know what else we went. We went in a few other shops anyway. So anyway, the main part of that story is, oh, it was so lovely seeing her, spending time with her, and the feeling of, oh, things are now getting, back to normality. So I'm going to start having the grandchildren every other weekend, and taking it in turns to get back into the routine of having them, because obviously everything takes like energy, so I have to do things very, very gradual, and then when I'm poorly, everything stops, and then it's building back up again. But that's just the way it is. So yeah, I'd wrote, you know, what our favourite things was, and that we've gone shopping for a birthday. Also this month we've seen the opening of the Tattie's Treasure and Friends Facebook group. So I think there's nearly, about 170 of us now. So thank you so much, everybody that's joined. I will leave the links in the description. This weekend we're going to be doing an Edith Holden bonanza weekend, and we're going to make a file folder. I'd already got the pieces made up because I've done them in a previous challenge with Didi Farrago, and yeah, so basically I wanted to use those pieces up, and I did do a poll to see what people wanted to see next, and it was an Edith Holden file folder. So I've put all the links into the pieces that I've made, so if people wanted to make them beforehand, or you can make the folder and then make the pieces, and obviously you don't have to do it in Edith Holden, you can do it in anything you want. So yes, Karen from Junkbox Journals is admin over at the Facebook group, so thank you very much, Karen. And yeah, it's just really lovely. It's lovely because people can come and share the photos, they can share the YouTube videos, and now when I'm planning something big, I can, you know, let you know beforehand and tell you what I'll be making. So if you want to, you know, get yourself prepared type thing. So it's just an easier way of communication, I think. So yeah, that's that was big on in June. So that's all I'd wrote down, and I know I did have a list somewhere. I think I'd nearly got through my list. I do try to make notes through the months to remind me. We've spoke about the birthday tags, haven't we? Oh, and I just wanted to thank everybody who's supported Nanine from College Type through you know, since I first started working with her. And yeah, to thank you, she had a 50% sale for 7 days. So thank you to everybody who went over to her shop and showed some more support. She's very, very thankful. And what else? There was something else. I can't remember two things at once. And of course, a big thank you to my Patreons, my June Patreons. I've just received the digital for July Patreons. Oh dear. So that will be going up for the relevant tiers on the 1st of July. So yes, thank you for supporting me over there. So I've just put our eyelet in, and I think we need something a bit pinky. But yes, that was all that. So I think all in all, it ended up being a really lovely month. And like I say, that's why I do like looking at it as a whole. If I just thought how poorly I'd been, oh, that was rotten. But actually, you know, we got to go on holiday to a place that I've never been to before. What we've wanted to go to for, you know, for ages. And you know, we got to spend time together. Colin loves he loves being in a caravan. He makes me laugh how he walks around. Did I put the holes all the way through on the others? I did. Yeah, I'll say to him, are we in his little house, Colin? But yeah, to be away and to be together. And when we stayed in and that, we played cards and we took Cluedo. So that was fun. And then, yeah, like I say, starting to have the grandchildren again. So yeah, it was a really, really good month. And I've been absolutely blown away with the amount of kindness that I receive, and you know, whether it be in the comments, emails, you know, little letters, what you send me, sometimes I'm really quite touched by it, and yeah, so thank you to everybody. So that's June. Oh, that's so pretty. So I'm quite, well, I don't want to wish the year away, obviously, but yeah, I'm quite looking forward to next year, having, you know, a look through each one, and hopefully it will trigger some memories, because yeah, my memory is not great, so I think this is a good idea, and hopefully I'll have, you know, just wrote enough just to trigger those memories. So that's how it's looking so far, and we've got 6, so another 6. I think they might fit on here, you know, because I have kept them, you know, flat. Obviously I put the rosette on that one, but yeah, I never wanted to over embellish them. It was a, you know, just to have them playing. So that is that. So yeah, sorry, it wasn't as normal as yeah, but yeah, obviously my camera just overheated and it hadn't filmed any of it, so that's that. So that's me for the month of June. I hope you've had a lovely June, and let's hope that July brings some good things. I mean, it is my birthday. Oh dear, I'm like a kid when it's my birthday. I think it's because I am the only child, like, so yeah, obviously I'm used to quite a lot of attention and stuff on my birthday. So yeah, I get really excited. So yeah, it's my birthday. So, and thank you to everybody who sent tags in so far, and thank you for the people who's put a birthday card in and presents in and things. I'm absolutely blown away by it. So I'm going, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.